So here's my garden on the balcony for this year so far. Gotta be honest with you, the weather has been brutal and the plants are a little ugly. There's a spider friend of mine that's been taking care of some of the nastier insects. As I say, the weather's been brutal this year. You know, here we are in August and there's a cucumber. The temperatures at night are still going down to 12 and 13 degrees, which is ridiculous. This is a pepper plant, which I know peppers don't like the colder weather. These are not supposed to... I realize peppers come out green and then they turn the colors, but they're taking their own sweet time turning. There's a nice Frankenstein beefsteak tomato. There's some tomatoes back in there. Some of these tomato plants took forever before the green ones started to turn, but I'm starting to get a pretty good yield now. Here's the vines. This is very much an experiment. Cantaloupe and watermelon, mini watermelon. I've got a bunch of little watermelons on these plants. I don't know if they're even viable in containers. This is kind of cool. That is a muskmelon that's, oh, I'd say about 1.5 times the size of a golf ball. Unfortunately, it's growing in just about the most inconvenient spot it could, but I'll try and take care of it. More pepper plants. Again, healthy looking, but you know, these are multicolored sweet peppers. Here's the coolest thing I planted this year. This is the goji berry plant. It's doing well. It's probably kind of tough to see, but there's just tons of flowers on this thing, and most of them are pollinating. I'll try and get you a look at close. This was my earliest producing tomato plant. This thing shot up to over 7 feet. It's, you know, as I say, the color is not quite there this year. Although this has produced a crap load of mini grape tomatoes, beans. There's a late pot of sage, savory, oregano, chives. Now, grown mostly inside, the herbs have done very well, and I missed out on doing this last year. But this is actually catnip. There's parsley, and that's basil. Now, these plants look a little ragged, but that's because I've been harvesting and eating them at will. But I gotta tell you, the health benefits of herbs, I'm no nutrition expert, but my joints have not felt this good in many, many years. And you know, as I say, I guess the bottom line for a vegetable garden is to get food. This is the haul from the last couple of days, this week, whatever. Nothing special, but not too bad. And I've been fortunate in that I have managed to grow enough to even start freezing some. There's some green beans, some tomatoes, and this is a couple of stews that I made, mostly with vegetables from the garden. So, you know, overall not too bad. Ugly, not as good a yield as it was last year, but what can you do when the temperature's going down so cold? I'm looking forward to next year.